Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So on Sunday I made these lovely watercolor papers. Now I made them out of the Brusho crystal colors. Now these are sort of like water, they're really sort of like powdered watercolor, but they're really intense, so you can use them. They're best used really on watercolor paper or a nice thick paper, just sprinkled on. I'll pop the link to the video underneath, but there's loads on YouTube anyway for you to take a look at. So all I've been doing then, I've just sort of like doodled on them, because what I want to do, I've made some tags and some little, I thought I might make that one into like a little bookmark or something. And what I did, I just stamped on the top. I've got a little anchor stamp as well, which I used, and a little tiny one there. I've got a text stamp, which I used, and then I did a little bit of doodling of like a little fish on there as well, just randomly on the page like that, and a few little dots around, which I think look really nice, and I'm loving the backs as well. I was going to cover them up, I thought I absolutely love it, so I've left them, and I've just gone around with a little black pen around the outside like that, and around this bit, because I'm not going to colour them. I'm not going to sew them, I'm just going to leave them as they are, and I'm not going to embellish them either, because I just wanted, because I've got these ones which I've embellished in for the journal, I thought I'd have something completely different. So I just want these to just pop into a little pocket or something, because these ones are quite embellished. So I just wanted some sort of like smaller ones just to pad it out, just fill up some little spaces in it. And then I've just made this one into like a bookmark. So really simple. But what I did on here, whatever I did with my black pen, put it back in the drawer. So all as I've done on here like this, because the back is so lovely, I have just got a little thin black pen, which is a water-based, water-resistant pigment liner, and they're really lovely. I do have a link, I believe, in the Etsy storefront, not Etsy storefront, Amazon storefront, so you can just take a look, and just shows you the sort of like things that I actually use. Doesn't mean that you have to buy them from there, not that it will cost you anything different. It's exactly the same, it's just that if you use my link, it means that I get a little bit of commission from it. But doesn't that look lovely? Really nice. And I did the same sort of on the front, just around the edges, just a little bit of doodling, which is quite nice, to add some of your detail into your journals that you're making. So it's something that's actually done by you. I know you'll use digital papers, which are absolutely fantastic, but it's quite nice to make something which is sort of like that you've actually done, added the colours and a little bit of doodling on there. So then I've got a white little pen here, which is a Uniball one, which is another pigment ink one, and what I've done, I've just got some little dots. I've just popped some, the ink will come out, let me just, there we go. Then I've just added a few little dots onto it, just to give it a little bit of colour, just a little white. I hope you can see that. Just gives it another little bit of sort of like texture onto the tag. Just random little dots everywhere, and then I'm just going to go around, just a little bit around like that, the edge of the tag as well, which I think looks really nice. And how pretty is that? I think they look really lovely. So just adding a little bit to them, and then I'm going to show you the papers, which I was thinking that looks really good. So I'm going to finish those off later. Pop those to the side. Now this is the other one that I did, exactly the same, and what I have, I've got some stencils which are like these. I've even got sort of almost like little fishy scale ones there as well, And all as I did, I've got some green ink on here, which I've used the Twisted Citron Distress Oxide ink. Popped down the stencil like that and just gone over the top, just a little bit over the top like that. Super simple, like that. And then I've left it on there. Then I've got my white ink pen again and just gone through the little gaps, just like that. Just a little bit of doodling just to add to it, and I think these look really, really lovely. Again, you can make them into all sorts of things, but I'm just going to make some sort of like little tags and bits and pieces to go in the journal. Make some little pockets. So let's just pop that. I might just do a little bit in the bottom, so you can have so much fun. Look at that, I think that looks really, really nice. And then I had the little round one. Well, it's got little funny little circles on it, and then you can just go around it with your randomly with your pen, or you can go through it with your little dauber. Again, I'm just using the green on here, but you can use any colour that you have. So look, doesn't that look really nice? And then you can just cut that up and make little pockets and tags like I did for this one here, which are great. Now I wanted to quickly show you as well this. Now this is the one that I did yesterday. Now I'm going to doodle on this one because that's what I've done here. I hope you can see here, look. I've just doodled some flowers on here and some little circles on there, and I think I might cover the whole thing, so within time I can just go and just have a quick little doodle, and I think that would make a really, really lovely picture. So that's just showing you all the Brusho colours that I have, and there was 12 in the set, and it looks really nice, and I thought doodling on there would look really good. Either cut it up or I can scan it and make it into like a journal page, but I think that's a really good idea if you like to have a little doodle. These are the ones that I just used on top just to take some of the excess water off, or the paint that I used from the watercolour papers, and I thought I would make a little envelope. So I'm not sure, maybe I will make two. Yes, I'm going to just tear this in half, and I'm just going to make two little envelopes. Like this. I'm just going to fold it up, and then you can just fold this one down. These papers come out absolutely fantastic. I'm really, really loving them. So let's fold this one up and pop that down. So that's two lovely envelopes. And then what I shall do, now the text stamp I used, the script stamp, is just this one. I haven't got a clue what it says, but I think it looks really nice on here. So let me get some stays on. Now I've got a brown stays on now, which is the timber brown, so that's what I'm going to use on these. Just a little bit of random stamping like this, and on this one a little bit at the top. Go, and then I think I will probably use the little anchor stamp on here as well, just so it all sort of matches in. Now where's my little, there we go. I think this needs a bit of a clean, it's a bit grubby. So, okay, so this is a front, so I think I'll just have one on there. Look at that. Loving these papers. I think they look so pretty. Put them under here. I think I'll have one like that so that it opens up. Put that on there. Like that. Love them. Really, really nice. So let me just take a little bit of that ink off on there for a minute. Put that back in there, out of the way. So look at that, really, really lovely. Now I'm not sure whether I should line these with a little bit of tea stain paper, just so they got a little bit more body to them. Let me get a little bit of paper. Here we go. So I've got some tea stain paper, so let me just tear this in half. Like this, so that it will be the same size. And then what I will do, I think they should be exactly the same size. Going to glue it on, just a little bit of glue stick, because I will sew these. So we'll just tiny bit of glue stick on there. Glue that on. I want them quite sort of shabbied up. Where's the foldy bit? There we are. I don't want them to be perfect. I want them to be a bit sort of rustic. So this is quite nice. I quite like that hanging off the edge like that. Let's do this one. It'll be easier just to pop it onto here, I think. Oops. Stick that down. Oops. And that over. Lovely. Right, what have I got? Let me open up my little box of bits of fabric in here and see what I have that we can use. Let me take some of it out. Let's have a look. Now I need something, so I would like to pop something in between there. That would be enough, wouldn't it? Let me just cut a little piece off here. Let's do it on this one. Just stick that so it just hangs down. Let's wrinkle it up a bit. I want to try and get this Oceanic Adventure journal finished this week. Whether I will, I'm not sure, but it would be nice if I could. And then I can get on with another project. I'm just going to stick a little bit of tacky glue, not tacky glue, Fabri-Tac. I'll get it right in a minute. There we go. I'm going to put a little bit in this one as well. Not a whole piece, because I want to see this anchor like that. So I'm just going to uncle this bit up, pop it just under here, just so it sticks out a little bit there. Perfect. Right, what else shall we have on here? Oh, there's a nice little piece I could add, like this. I'm going to sew this. I think I already said that, but I will sew these on. So just take all your little random bits that you've got. Let me see what else have I got here. Let's have a little bit of the cheesecloth. And just stick that on. Just so it hangs off. I do like it when they sort of like hang down like that. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not even going to put anything on the back because I like that. Just going to sew it. So let's do this one. Take all the little bits off. Maybe we'll have a little bit of spotty on this one. Chop that, put this on here. Just sort of see if I can wrinkle it up just a little bit. Probably easier when I sew it. So stay down. I've got these lovely pieces hanging off. Now I think I'll pop a little bit of this on there. Pull this out. Stick this on. Just a little random stick. Wherever it will go. Just like that. Perfect. Loving it. I know it looks a little bit messy, but I'm sure it will look lovely when I've sewn it. Right, I will be 2 minutes. I'm just going to go around and sew these. So I'm going to sew this on and then I'm going to sew around the envelope. All right, 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. I have just sewn around the outside of these and sewn this on, which I think these look really, really lovely now. So I'm just going to add a little bit of ink just around the edge, just a little bit, because I like to just cover up that white thread on there, just to sort of dirty it up really, just shabby it a bit, a little bit of ink around it, just around the edges. I think look really nice. Get rid of these little bits and pieces everywhere. Okay. Perfect. Oops. Get rid of that. There. Lovely. So they didn't take very long to do, did they? And I'm just loving those papers. They look fantastic, and I think they would probably look quite nice with a tag actually inside them, wouldn't they? So they would fit really nicely. So what I think I might do, I might just pop some, I need to colour some more seam binding to make some little closures because I've used it all, so I shall be doing that later. Yes, because I don't have any left, so and then I can just use those as closures. I'm going to pop a few holes in these, I think. A minute. Gosh, get fingers and thumbs everywhere. Let's pop that in there. This one looks like a little coaster. That's what Andy said. It looks like I've made a little coaster, but I think I'm loving the colour on the back. I really, really do. I think it's really nice. So that's a really nice little journaling card. So what I wanted to do is just make a little hole in the top of here, because that's going to be a little bookmark. Oops. These little bits and pieces. So I want to try and get this finished. I've got lots of little bits and pieces all popped in it, so into the journal. So that can go on there. This one is finished, so that can go on there. Oops, sounds like the gardener's out there again. Okay, let's pop these in. I'm really liking these big ones here. I think these look, because these tags are quite big, I think, look, that looks really nice in there, doesn't it? Should we have that one, or should we have this one? I think I'll have that one actually. Let's move this to the right size. There we are. Look at that, really, really nice. What's the other two I did? I need to finish that one off, so I'll do that one in a minute. Should we have a big one or a small one? This could do with the smaller ones actually. Let's pop these in. Put that in there. Squash that in. And just pop that in. Perfect. So I can finish those off when I have coloured some more seam binding, so they look really nice, and I think that's going to look really nice. Such a contrast with the other bits from the other digital papers in here. I think it's going to make it really nice. So these are going to look lovely in here, so that in there I think will look really, really nice. Loving them. And this colour goes perfect with this as well, really lovely. So I'm really happy with those. And then I can pop one of these in here somewhere, even if it goes on there like that. So super, loving them. Okay, so I will figure out where all these bits and pieces are going. Get everything popped into these signatures. And hopefully we will get it all finished. So there we go guys, there's a few things I've done there with all that lovely paper. I will finish some of these off, and I'm loving this as well, so do have a go. This can be done with watercolour papers, watercolours as well. You don't have to have the Brusho set. You can do them with watercolours as well, but I'm absolutely loving these, and if you're into your mixed media, they are perfect. Just add that really lovely sort of like vibrant colour to your work. So there we go guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will see you all soon. Alright guys, bye bye.